believe it happened on Saturday afternoon, Darian Williams announced that he is committed to NC State. He will be playing for Will Wade, and you have your star there. The Wolfpack got their star. Big boy heading down to Raleigh, North Carolina. Do you agree with me? And what do you make of Darian Williams' commitment
Hell no.
to NC State?
No, I don't agree with you. No, because NC State is not going to fight for a national title this year. But you know who is? The Houston Cougars. They're going to fight for a national title, and they just got their point guard back. Milos Uzan came back when Houston, for a while there, thought he was gone. They had an insurance policy in place and Pop Isaacs. And then when Milos decided in the last couple of days that he was going to withdraw from the draft process, obviously it changed things with Pop Isaacs. He ends up going to Texas A&M, playing for new coach Bucky McMillan there. But Houston, to me, is the preseason number one team, my preseason number one team in the country with the return of Uzan. I mean, think about what they have now. Tugler's back. Obviously, he comes in and takes the place of Juwan Roberts, right? He's going to get those minutes, be more consistent, obviously an elite defensive player. They'll get a little bit more from offensively. You have Emmanuel Sharp back. He'll probably be their leading scorer this year. You bring in 3 talented freshmen, 2 guards, Isaiah Harwell, super talented wing, Kingston Flemings, a point guard who can score, who can distribute, and then Chris Sinak, talented, skilled big guy. Mercy Miller, they expect they'll get more from this year. So this is a team that almost won the national title last year. And you can make cases for other teams here. I'm not saying like it's lock Houston. All I'm saying is Houston is now in the equation, maybe the front runner, maybe a chance for Kelvin Sampson to get that elusive national title after just missing out last year with the return of Milos Uzan.
Well, I think that calling anybody the clear favorite or the front runner right now is insane. We're going to talk about that. I've updated my preseason top 25 and especially my preseason top 10. And there are some really, really good teams that I will be sitting here projecting like outside of the top 2 seeds next year that have a very real chance in my mind to be able to win a national championship. So I think that there's the top like 11 or 12 teams in college basketball next year are all going to be absolutely loaded. It's going to be a really good season of college hoops. Milos Uzan, to me, coming back to school, like it's going to be hard for me not to have him as like a preseason first team All-American. I think that he's going to end up being that good, right? It's going to be him or Braden Smith for the best point guard in America. I think we've seen with the likes of Marcus Sasser, with the likes of Jamal Shedd, with the likes of, frankly, what Milos did over the course of the last month and a half, last 2 months of last season, just how good point guards can be playing in this Kelvin Sampson system. And
is he going to put up those numbers? Is he going to put up those crazy numbers? I'm not sure he will.
All I'll say to that is, if you go back and you kind of look at what he did over the last 2 months, his numbers were a lot more impressive than what they were before. And there's going to be shots available, man. Like as good as those freshmen have an opportunity to be, and Houston's got a great freshman class coming in, I'm not 100% sold on them stepping in and immediately being guys who can go get you double figures, right? I think Uzan is going to have to carry a pretty heavy load offensively for them because like that's part of the reason why I think he's coming back, right? That's part of the reason why he's making that decision is he can kind of go and show what he can be offensively.
The reason he's coming back, Rob, the reason he's coming back was, money, because he's going to get a lot more in college than he was, probably going in the 40s, 50s, somewhere in that range in the second round of the NBA draft.
Yeah. So I will say you have Houston preseason number 1. I probably would still lean Purdue as my preseason number 1 team, but I think those two are, to me, look like the 2 best teams in the country, at least on paper, heading into the season. But I don't think there's that big of a difference between them